what you can do is you can ask your guides to help you figure out what you want.
Yeah.
One of the issues it does feel like, and I'm going psychically right now,
It's
it
okay.
does feel like you kind of have a cap on what you feel is possible for yourself.
Okay.
It's like this imagination muscle has atrophied. You got to start using it again.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to start using the imagination muscle
Yeah.
about what do you want to feel like?
Yeah.
How do you want to be treated? How do you want to feel when you wake up in the morning? What do you want to spend most of your days doing? What kind of activities?
Yeah.
And if you don't know, then what would you feel like trying?
Yeah.
Would you feel like just giving it a go?
Yeah.
If you start unplugging from some of the things that are not that are sucking you dry, you're going to actually have the drive to go out and try new things and help you figure out what's going to give light you up again.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I feel like that's one of the issues. You don't have enough energy. Like I don't even have enough energy to want to do that.
Yeah.
That's okay. It will come back. You just have to start giving yourself paying more attention to yourself rather than to other people,
Yeah.
including your parents,
Yeah.
including your parents. It does feel like you kind of take care of your parents, but it doesn't necessarily feel like physically though, right? I don't feel like physically they need you. This feels more like emotionally like you have become sort of a parent to them. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Strange dynamic. It's a different kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
You have become like a parent to them, and I could understand if they had physical issues, right? And they were getting older and sick and they need help that way, but it doesn't feel like that's the case at this
No, it's me trying to control the situation and caring for other people.
point. Yeah.
It's me, not them.
Okay. You got to start caring for yourself more here. Here's the thing when you start caring more about other people other than yourself, then you're really showing the universe that you don't need things and you don't have desires.
Yeah.
And you start denying all of that, right? But you're also, it's like an energy that you set off, like, don't pay attention to me, pay attention to other people.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're trying to do that on purpose. I don't feel like you're trying to do that on
No.
purpose.
I just care too much.
Yeah. Listen, they're adults. They will figure it out. And if they haven't, well, it's about time they should know.
Right?
Right? I mean, they've gotten this far in their life and they've raised family, they've raised children. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if they haven't figured it out, well, maybe now's the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you can't do it for them. You can't do for them. As much as we love the people around us, we cannot do this kind of stuff for them.
Yeah.
Letting go and seeing what happens does not mean you're letting go and a disaster is going to occur. It just feels like you are in that mindset of, I need to prevent the next disaster from happening.
Yeah.
It feels like you're always waiting for the next shoe to drop, the next, you know, fire that you're going to have to put out, you know? Um, It's okay. I'm glad you're in therapy and I'm glad that you're working on this. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can get to a point where you don't need to feel like you need to control everything
Yeah. That's
because you
the
can't.
goal. Yeah.
Doesn't matter how hard you try, you're never going to be able to control other people, right?
Yes.
It is really a futile exercise. Like it is just, it's still not also not going to make you feel better either.
Yeah.
It does feel like you learned how to do this at a very young age. This
Probably.
didn't just happen like in the last couple of years. This feels like it's been growing for a long time.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what caused it, but I definitely do know it's been a long time.
Yeah. You figured out a long time ago that this is, you were not feeling safe, and this is what you were going to do to make yourself feel more safe.
Yeah.
Because if you're in control, then it's easier to feel safe.
We grew up with a lot of anxiety, like panic attacks. So we were always pretty much living in fear. And the best way to control that is to control the situation.
Yeah. The panic attacks from your parents,
Yeah, my dad's side.
your dad's side. Yeah, that's hard. It's really hard to be around.
Yeah.
You must have been very afraid as a kid too. Must have been terrifying, not knowing, right?
Yeah.
Not understanding what is happening. Because it feels like it was a very physical thing for your dad too. Like it was very, feels like it was very dramatic and chaotic.
Him and my brother had it really bad.
It also feels like you went through long periods in your childhood where your dad was not sort of under control, I want to say.
Like mentally.
Yeah, like I just feel like um it feels like a lot of stress would trigger his panic attacks. It feels like it, but I feel like some parts, yes, it could be more under control. He could go for a longer period of time without it. But I do feel like with sort of this anxiety, I do feel like there were still long stretches where it was just really hard to be around.
Yeah.
It doesn't just feel like small little bits in your, it feels like this is constant, a constant issue
Yeah.
coming up all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not like you ever get really any relief.
No. But if I do, it feels like it doesn't feel normal.
Yeah. But listen, you are safe now. Okay. You are safe. You're not in that environment anymore. And you don't